I don't know what this magazine is. maybe, maybe some of you do out there. It's a magazine cover, and it's showing a transgender woman, a man, holding a rifle. And there is threatening text on the cover of this magazine. Let's take a look at this thing. The magazine and the thing on the cover of the magazine. Eugene Weekly. I checked. This is real. This person has a rifle in their hand, and the headline here is, as the Trump administration attacks trans people, some queer folks are armed and ready to bash back. Are you triggered? That's a threat. What is the Trump administration doing to attack trans people? Not celebrating that guys are dressed like women, having rainbow flags removed from crosswalks. I think crosswalks are painted like that for a reason. High visibility. People understand what they are. This is where pedestrians are going to be crossing. So you could, on safety reasons alone, come up with some reason you need to get rid of these things. The other thing is, why? Why are you celebrating men dressed like women in a crosswalk? Especially when people have been charged and arrested for leaving rubber tire marks on these crossings or murals that they paint in the middle of the road to depict the gay, trans, whatever the fuck flag. And then they'll leave a skid all the way down it, or a couple of kids were on little scooters and they were doing like donuts and leaving skids on the mural. They were arrested for what? Defacing graffiti? Something that's painted on a street where tires roll over it all the time. But if you apply the brakes at a certain time with a certain strength, you're now a criminal? Does that make any fuck sense at all? Of course it doesn't. So by removing these things, that is what that magazine was just saying, Trump and his administration attacking the transgender community. And that gives them an excuse to pick up arms and bash back with the "Are you triggered?" as this fucking freak of nature mental patient is holding a rifle. And this is new. This magazine is like, it's not from a few years ago. Was there inspiration from this? From the trans mental patient that shot up a church full of kids? I don't know. Could be. You know, I guess magazine is protected under the First Amendment if you can prove that that is some type of threat or a call to action to violence, then it is not protected under the First Amendment. But that's pretty hard to prove. I could tell you one thing, that isn't parody. I know that a lot of parody gets accused of some type of threat or libel, slander that isn't covered under the First Amendment. And when those things go to court, it's very difficult to make a judgment on whether parody is protected. When I look at that, I'm not seeing that as parody. That's a gay trans magazine. And it caters to gay and trans people. And there's nothing on there that shows parody. This is a threat attacking trans people. Some queers are armed and ready to bash back. Are you triggered? and there's the gun holding. I don't know. Again, you might be hard pressed to prove that that's a threat, but it's certainly not parody. So I don't know. Influencing the mentally ill, they'll be influenced over anything. You know, something that absolutely has nothing to do with being a threat of violence. They'll look at it and go, oh, that's speaking to me. What they're asking me to do is kill people. And you're like, what the fuck is... Or the one I bring up all the time about Trump going, you know, it'll be a bloodbath if Biden or Harris win. And he was talking about the Detroit automotive industry, Ford Motor Company, a financial bloodbath, a term that's used in finance, has been used forever. Oh my God, it was a bloodbath on Wall Street yesterday. Stocks were down 350 points. But they try to make that sound like it was a dog whistle. Like Trump meant there'll be blood in the streets if he's not elected. They actually said that Trump said blood will run in the streets. It'll be a bloodbath if he doesn't win. And then they have shit like this, and they've been threatening violence. I mean, we heard Gavin Newsom talking about, you know, getting out there and punching him in the face. That wasn't a metaphor. Literally telling people to punch people in the face. And everything with the right, the Republicans, the conservatives, the other side of what they are, everything, no matter how innocent, is a dog whistle for violence. When they are literally calling out for violence and perpetrating the violence. I mean, all these fucking shootings are done by liberal mental patients. I know there's a couple, but again, those are just incidental instances. For the most part, these are mental patient liberals that are doing these horrible acts. Oh my God. Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
And hello, I am Gavin McInnes.
Together, we're Compound Censored.
And we'd like you to subscribe to our network that has more fantastic content you could shake a stick at. Use this promo code for a one-time super offer.
Do it. It's uncensored and oh so entertaining.